There you go, that's my week 4. Hi guys, so as you can see, I didn't lose that much weight over these 4 weeks of doing the 20 hours fasting, 20 to 22 to 23 hours even fasting, and then eating 1 meal. Didn't lose loads of weight, but is it a cool way of eating? Yes, it is. Absolutely brilliant. Really enjoyed it. It frees up your whole day. The energy I've got is really, really good. And if you look back over the last 4 weeks, you'll have noticed that I haven't lost any muscle mass. I've only been burning off body fat, which is cool. So that's really great. So what have I taken away from this little experiment, and am I going to keep doing it? I suppose also, yes, I am going to keep doing it. What have I taken away from it? That you don't need to eat 3 meals a day, and that by not eating 3 meals a day, it totally frees you up to do other things, which is great. I've been way more productive. I seem to be able to keep going all day long. Do I feel that you need to eat a high-fat diet when you do it? I think it's the same rules as before, man. You're either a high-fat eater or a high-carb eater. You mix them, you get fat. You eat one or t'other, you're all right. For me, I tried a couple of weeks of eating the higher fat. I kind of miserably failed on that. I like a little bit of fat, but very quickly I just want... Well, actually, it wasn't carbs, it was just greens and fruit. I mean, fruits are carbs, I know, but I longed for fruit more than anything else. Fruit and leafy greens, that's what my body wants. Starches, so sort of rice for me, and potatoes. The complex carbs are sort of coming in a little bit more, but really aren't the main hootenanny. So I've noticed I don't need complex carbs anywhere near as much as I used to either. I am definitely going to stick with this style of eating. Like I say, I absolutely love it. It frees up your week nicely. And it feels like it gives your body enough time to, dare I say it, I can eat a little, not as clean as I would normally, and I'm getting away with it by eating, by doing this kind of eating window. You're giving your body like 20, 22 hours a day to get over what you last ate. So things like bread, I can actually do it now. I'm having like big tubs of hummus, bread, and a big bowl of homemade soup. Cayenne pepper in the hummus, heaven. I could eat that by the bucket load. Well, now I'm only eating 1 meal. I kind of can. And that 1 meal starts with a starter, so something like a soup or a smoothie, something like that. Then a main meal, maybe 2 to 3 plates of that, and then some sort of pudding. That's my kind of eating. So although it's 1 meal, it's actually quite a few courses. Is there anything else I wanted to say? I think that's about it, really. So yes, I will keep going with it. I only lost, I think it's 2.8 pounds over this 4 weeks, which isn't very much. I didn't do a lot of exercise. I didn't lose a lot of weight because if you've been watching my videos, you'll know we had a new kitchen put in. And whilst that was happening, we were eating bad vegan junk food all over the place. So high fat, high carb, as you guessed it. I've mixed the two, and my body sort of lifted up onto quite a plateau. Was that going to happen anyway? Who knows? But it looks like I've just broken that and I'm starting to lose some weight again. But I've also cut out for the last 4 or 5 days. I haven't eaten any junk food. So, it's going to start shining through, I would have thought. Now start losing weight again. So I think that was one of the other things we learned over the last 4 weeks, that if you eat bad food, it doesn't necessarily hit you straight away, but it will have an effect on your weigh-in the week after, which is exactly what happened to me. I think that was the second week. Anyways, I'd love to know about your experiences on this kind of way of eating. So leave your comments below and let me know what you think of what I've done. Do you think it's a good thing or a bad thing? Because the thing is, right, there's so much information out there telling you you shouldn't do this, you should do this, you shouldn't do that, you should do this. How's about learn to listen to your body, cut something out for a couple of weeks and then reintroduce it and see what happens. You will be amazed what you learn about yourself. Your body's always trying to talk to you. It's just being able to hear it and being able to listen and being able to interpret that information and do something with it, which is the journey I've been on for the last 4+ years now, learning to listen to my body, and it's been worthwhile. Listening to my body, I became vegan without realizing I was becoming vegan. My body said it didn't want dairy, so I cut it out. It said I didn't want meat, so I cut it out, and I ended up losing 5 stone because of it. Ooh, I'll leave you a picture of me here. There you go. So that's what I used to look like, and this is what I look like now. Cool. So yeah, I was 17.5 stone then. I did no exercise to lose the weight. I got rid of all of my depression, my anxieties, my panic attacks, my mood swings, you name it. My arthritis pain, my gallbladder problems, acid reflux, it goes on. Bad sleeping, problems with insomnia, you name it. I had loads of it. And after listening to my body, finally, I got rid of it all. And that was all thanks to a health scare. And yes, thanks to that health scare, I owe it a lot. I changed my life, I feel much better. I seem to have ranted on a little bit. I hope you found it helpful. That's it, y'all. So I'm going to keep on with the 24, and let's see, 20 hours of fasting, 4 hours of eating, and let's see how far down that rabbit hole we can go. The other thing I wanted to add is I may start drinking some hot ginger tea at lunch times now. So that would be the only new addition, because up until now, when I've fasted for 20 to 22 to 23 hours, every time it's only been water I've allowed myself in the fasting window. Maybe I'll start adding some ginger tea, which is literally just cut up ginger root in hot water. Maybe. So that'd be the only change. But apart from that, I'm really happy with the system. I notice, and maybe this is because I'm fat, that if I'm 24 point something% body fat, but you can see it on this video, how much body fat I've got. If I eat too much fat, I don't lose more fat. This is my personal experience anyway. If I eat less fat, I lose fat. So that kind of goes with the fat you eat is the fat you wear, but I think it's more complex than that. Because I have at times eaten loads and loads of nuts and seeds and not gained weight. So I think there's more to that one. Maybe it's your body type to start with. If you're really skinny, because I've noticed loads of skinny dudes and dudettes, they eat fat and they don't get fat. But you can burn fat, right? So maybe they're burning the fat. Whereas because I've got a lot of fat already, giving me more fat, it doesn't burn all the fat and stores fat. I don't know. I just know that my experience isn't quite so cut and dry. But again, if you have experiences on that, I'd love to know, so leave it in the comments below. This is Dylan's Vegan Experiment, signing out, y'all. Catch you later. Bye.